Guys, it's LEGO Hobo 910 here with another LEGO video, and in this video I'm reviewing set number 75951, The Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, set Grindelwald's Escape. This is from the second movie, I believe. It's been a while since I've seen the first one. I'm going to need to rewatch it before the second one comes out. I'm about 90% sure this is from the second one. So let's get into the review here. Thestral pulled carriage. And first we're going to take a quick look at the Thestral here. In order to disconnect it, you just pull some pieces off here. And we're going to move the carriage aside and look at the Thestral here. This is a new mold. The Thestral in the old Harry Potter line was originally just a black skeletal horse with some wing pieces. I believe these wing pieces are exclusive to the Thestral, and the body mold is new. It has some bars built into it to connect it to the main carriage. And if we pop that off, here's the main body. As you can see, it's a lot more skeletal looking with these ridges, as well as the ridged tail there, and kind of the horn-shaped ears, as well as the hooked beak. It has a bit of white printing there for the eyes, and some just kind of face lining. But if we take off that back there, you can see that it's quite deep and awkward, and looks kind of weird and thin. Then when we pop this on, looks a lot bulkier, looks a lot better. Also, the wings have a single claw hook piece beneath, and the wings are molded in black here, which then fade out to kind of a transparent black color. They also have some kind of bar-shaped things on the end, and they are slightly rubbery wings, that way they won't snap. Here it's really rubbery, the bars are just a bit rubbery, and then when you get to kind of that ring there, it's fully plastic, and down here where there's the clips, but up here it's very rubbery, so that way it'll bend and won't break. Overall, I think this looks really cool, and it's kind of one of the main things a lot of people were hyped about when they saw the set. Full carriage, and it just connects to the Thestral there with some lightsaber handle pieces connecting the two bars. The front here swivels a bit, so that way it can kind of turn. And also on the front and back, they have these kind of bars for restraining passengers and luggage, and they just use one of the long staff pieces in black, as well as these plant pieces now molded in black in a new color here. So that way, to give kind of a wrought iron look, and these can be raised up and down. Obviously, he's blocking it a bit here, so I'll just pop them off. But yeah, they can be raised all the way up and down depending on how high you need it for your figures. And also, this carriage just looks very interesting. It doesn't have any mind-blowing crazy techniques, but it just looks cool, especially with the large wheels in the back and the smaller wheels in the front. On the back, there is a bit more seating space or luggage space, whatever you want to use it for. And then it uses some of these pieces here as the steps, which lead up to doors, which oddly open backwards. I think that's kind of weird. You can also pop off the roof here. It's just using a couple car door pieces and then some red and black. And if you pop that off, you can see the inside here where there's a red seat there just built up with a couple pieces. Then they also have a bit of red up at the front to kind of hint at maybe being another seat or a bit of luggage storage area. Then they also have a few lamps up there. And on the bottom they included this little kind of clear reversed tile to help support it a bit, because or else it'll start kind of leaning and breaking. I don't know. I didn't really feel like that was necessary, but they threw it on there anyway. And it rolls fairly nicely. Obviously, having the Thestral on the front kind of throws it off, but if you want it to roll perfectly, you just lift it up a bit. And it won't put too much stress on this pin. This pin, as you can see, is kind of wobbly, as it's only one pin connecting these two large builds. But if you pick up the Thestral, it should roll perfectly without putting too much stress on anything. And if you don't, you can hear that annoying noise. It's a bit worse when on different countertops. It's very squeaky and annoying. And also it just feels weird and drags it. But yeah, if you just pick up the Thestral, it rolls around perfectly. You can fit a decent amount of minifigures in this. So let's go look at those minifigures now. Gellert Grindelwald. And both the minifigures in this set have a blue Power Blast piece to represent spells. It's not meant to represent magic coming out of their hands. It's supposed to, just represent magic coming out of their wands with imagination. You just press them like normal Power Blasts. They shoot off fairly well. That one was kind of a bad launch. But you get the idea. He has a wand in dark tan. Some fairly complex printing on the front there. And then, obviously, he has one gray eye and then one normal eye, because, that's what he has in the movie. And then he has the white slicked back hair. And if we pop that off, you can see his opposite face, which is oddly weird and blank, whereas this one's kind of angry, mixed emotions type thing. This one is just blank and straight-mouthed, and it just looks weird, and it just stares into your soul creepily and just makes me uncomfortable. But then the nice printing continues around the back. Sadly, they didn't double mold his legs for his robes coming down. I wish they would have done that. That really would have added to it. So that way, instead of, just being black then ending there, it would continue all the way around. Anyway, let's move on to the next minifigure. She has one of the Power Blast pieces. Then she also has a wand color exclusive to her, which is purple. And as always, it comes with an extra wand of that color. So you can get another extra purple wand here, which is pretty cool. Uses, obviously, the new sloped robe dress piece. And then, I believe that hat piece is new as well. It's kind of meant to be tilted off to one side. So they just printed a bit of hair coming down into her face. It's fairly simple printing on the front there. And then barely any on the back. I wish I would have maybe printed some along the kind of robe area down there. This is a very simple minifigure, but it's overall a pretty nice minifigure. The build is pretty nice, and it comes with the cool new Thestral mold, as well as a couple good minifigures. Overall, it's a good set. That's all, and peace.